exactly is a pay equity audit? Well, the definition is an analysis of your workforce that identifies the pay disparities, which could lead to liabilities, which we alluded to earlier, and then the weight of various factors that contribute to the pay gap. And this is something that can be privileged, basically from mandatory disclosure. And so you're doing this pay equity audit to figure out, well, what exactly is the gap? And as part of the pay gap and pay equity audit, you can look at factors that are going to apply in your particular jurisdiction, to sort of to justify some of the gap. And then at some point you may and very likely have some unexplained pay gap that's not justified by one of the 4 factors that we had talked about earlier, the merit-based, seniority, based on the number of quantity, quality of parts, and then that 4th factor, which has been narrowed. So what a pay equity can do in terms of your operation, is it quantifies your risk. So it identifies the risk and then where the risk resides, and it's going to help you defend against claims against discrimination, and it'll allow you to monitor what factor differences drive the wage gaps over time. It also identifies roots of the pay disparity. It quantifies the unexplained ones, the ones that you can't explain by seniority or what have you. And we're talking like virtually all about gender, but this would also apply to age or race and ethnicity or other protected classes. And having the pay equity audit done is it gives you the numbers that you need to figure out how bad is the problem. And you're going to need to know that in order to figure out what remediation, if any, you're going to do. Once you've got the metrics, which are, there's a regression analysis done. Once you have the metrics, then you move forward with what you're going to do. So it provides insights to management to make change in their organizations as needed. It's, doing a pay equity audit obviously will also help bolster the employer being an equal pay employer. And from a PR standpoint, it increases recruiting, retention, and engagement.